Hi, I'm Jesse Hilbert.
Hi, I'm Charlie Herbert.
And welcome
to Arnavon
Adventures.
Adventure.
Alright, Charlie, this is
Season 3, Episode 4.
The Digger of Gold. Well, Charlie, today's arthropod can be found in some good sandy soil, and if you're lucky enough, it may even have a katydid or cricket or even a grasshopper in tow. We always tell people,
Guess what it is?
Can you guess what it is? Charlie, do you know who we're going to dedicate this episode to? Do you know who wanted to hear this? Benjamin and who? You know. And Benjamin and Jacob. What do we say to them? Yeah, we say thank you for listening. We say we hope you enjoy this episode, okay? So the scientific name for this wasp is Sphex ichneumonius. Ooh, that's a tough one. Try that one. Sphex ichneumonius. Try it. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Try. The genus Sphex comes from the Greek word for wasp. The wasps in this genus are all digger wasps, Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the species also comes from Greek and means tracker. So this name literally translates to wasp tracker. And Charlie, it does not track wasps, but I'm going to tell you what, it is pretty good at tracking its preferred arthropod, which we alluded to in the opening. All right?
Yeah.
So, Charlie, they are found throughout the United States and even into Mexico and South America. Now, you'll find these wasps out in summertime searching for soft... Because I listen to this podcast and they love all kinds of creatures too.
Oh,
Yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah. So, Charlie, you'll find them out in the summer, these digger wasps, in soft sandy soil that they like to dig in, preferably in a nice sunny area.
We went to tap and we saw a bee digging a hole.
We did see that. That was a different kind of bee. That was a sand wasp. But I think that was a sand wasp if I remember correctly. But we should definitely do an episode on that one day. And so, Charlie, these great golden digger wasps, they dig these holes.
Bees sting you. That's what they sting you because you're swatting at them.
Yes.
And we don't swat at bees.
No, thank you.
You can't fully walk away.
Yeah, or you just stand really still, right? That's good advice for all of our listeners.
Just stand still. It's about to sting you again. Swat it, you could just move.
Yeah, that's a very good thing to say. So, they do dig these little holes that will be their houses for their eggs, and they're gonna...
And they make a little nest.
Yes, but Charlie, they're gonna do something special with these little houses that they're gonna lay their eggs in, these little tunnels.
How do you make a nest?
We're gonna talk about that, okay?
You make sticks.
Well, no, this is a different kind. This is not a bird nest. This is a nest or like a little house for the great golden digger wasp. Now, Charlie, they are truly breathtaking in their appearance. And they can be pretty big at over an inch in length. Starting at their back end, the abdomen starts off black and tapers into a golden or dark orange color that then tapers into this slender waist connecting to their thorax. Their head and thorax are typically black or darker in color with light markings and are covered in golden hairs. Do you think that's where it got its name, the golden digger wasp? Because it's golden in color and it likes to dig, right?
And you could also have a Sharpie like that.
A Sharpie?
Because we do have a golden one.
Oh, yes, a golden Sharpie, yes.
And Mama has one.
Mhm.
It's like it's just like a tan gold one, and then we have the like sparkle.
Yeah, Sharpies are fun. So, Charlie.
But good paper.
Sharpies, yeah, if you color too much, yeah.
If you go like.
Now, Charlie, this golden hair gives this arthropod a striking look. And that means they're ready for the runway. No, not really, but they could be.
Not that much,
Yeah.
but
Totally. Now, their legs share the same color found on the front end of their abdomen, the golden or dark orange color. The pictures I've seen while researching also show darker wings, sometimes almost black in color, and other times almost like a burnt orange. This,
like a burnt orange is
Yeah.
like when you mix a dark orange with the light orange.
yeah, sure, that's cool.
And if you use orange and
How do you make orange?
orange and red,
Yellow and red. Make orange.
what would be orange and red?
I don't know. Orange, red. Red. So this is a species that doesn't spend a lot of time as an adult.
I wasn't
Only
even they do live under rocks.
underground. Yes, we're gonna get to that. Okay.
Okay.
Now they only spend a couple months as adults, but while there, they
Well,
put in
They
work,
make
Charlie.
babies.
We're gonna get to the baking of the babies. And as with most wasps, about 98% of them are solitary, which means they live alone. Although occasionally female digger wasps may share an area, although that's not, they prefer to be completely solitary. The females make these big, small, cylindrical, I don't know why I wrote that. Big and small. Those are two contradictory words.
So you
I think it's supposed to say dig. The females dig.
erase the phone.
No, it's just my show. That's the script that I write. Although we
You
often
wrote
we often go off script because of various
You
factors.
like that.
I mean, I typed it on the computer. I didn't actually write it, but I typed it. So Charlie, the females dig small cylindrical
Yes,
tunnels,
they do.
yes, into the ground, where there will be smaller cells that branch off to the sides. This will be where she lays her eggs in these small side chambers. Each tunnel she makes will have a few of these cells within it, although she may make several tunnels all together before she meets her demise. The young will stay underground safe from the harsh winter and emerge as a fully formed adult when it starts to warm up.
Adult.
Now, Charlie, the tunnel,
It's like people are adults, but they have channels.
so not everybody though, but some people do.
I mean, I know it's all the people that have babies I know.
All the people with babies you know? Okay, you're funny today. So, the tunnel, Charlie, is where the...
Because I got waked up by a turtle
By a turtle? Okay.
in my room because it went.
Oh, Acadia woke you up? Acadia is not a turtle. She's a tortoise.
Tortoise. She went.
Oh, she woke you up in her tank?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Charlie,
But
can
then I tried to fall asleep. Then she still woke me up.
can I talk about the wasp now?
We're bumblebees because
In school?
no, we're butterflies because you don't know. Butterfly.
In school? In kindergarten?
Yeah.
No, we're not. Butterflies was last week. This week, Charlie, is the great golden digger wasp.
I hope you liked it so much.
People saw it on our Instagram.
I mean, I write it with marker, and I hope all of you get one.
So, Charlie, the tunnel of this creature is where the real magic happens for this digger wasp. For you see, she's a hunter. And more specifically, she searches for insects from the order Orthoptera. Can you say Orthoptera?
Orthoptera.
Now, these are things like grasshoppers and crickets. These creatures are not killed when they're stung by the wasp, but instead, Charlie, they are paralyzed, which means they're alive, but they can't move. And they will serve a higher purpose here. I mean, anything will bother you if you swallow. Stung. No, not yet. Mm-hmm. So Charlie,
Just-
not Charlie.
Yeah.
Once these orthopterans are paralyzed, there's no question. We talk about what goes inside this tunnel now. I think this is the most interesting thing. So these paralyzed members of the order Orthoptera will serve a higher purpose, food for the wasp's baby. Now, this is where things get interesting. Before she goes off to hunt, she will cover the entrance to her tunnel so that it is safe. And once her prey is paralyzed, she will use her impressive mandibles. These are her like big things in the front that she uses to grab onto things.
And grab onto your face.
Yeah. Now,
And
or
she doesn't throw up puke.
no, but
That's my favorite one.
pupa. We're gonna get to the pupil stage in a minute, okay? And she might even use her antennas to fly.
Disgusting thing.
Pupa?
Well, I mean, when you see someone do it and you try to look, and that's...
We talk about throwing up now? No. First of all, that has nothing to do with arthropods right now. Second of all, I don't even have a second of all. Okay.
Then why did you say
I
second of all?
don't know. So Charlie, she needs
So
to.
you need to read your about speed.
Okay. Now Charlie, she does need to be careful after catching her unfortunate ortho friend, as birds are known to prey on these wasps as they carry their food. Isn't that scary? Imagine carrying your food and something trying to eat you. I mean, that's pretty scary. Now, if
I don't.
no, well, you're brave. Now, if
And
she
then I'm
if she is successful at catching her prey and finding her way back to her
it's
nest,
like crying.
different kind. Now, if she finds her way back to her little tunnel
Nest.
successfully, her nest, right? And she will bury her unfortunate
And she'll-
orthopteran
And she'll
friend in the
keep
tunnel.
her eggs so warm and she'll
Yes,
lay
so
on
yes,
them.
Charlie. So, well, she's not gonna lay on them. It's not like a chicken, but she
But
will.
chickens do.
Chickens do that.
Not all the time. But
Yeah. So, Charlie, she will lay her eggs with these paralyzed prey, and once her eggs hatch, they will eat the still alive prey. The prey is paralyzed, and it gets
what is
eaten.
a prey?
The prey, in this case, like katydid or the grasshopper. Katydid is a member of the grasshopper family, Orthoptera. There are lots of people named Katie. So Charlie, the eggs hatch into larvae, and the larva will eat.
That puke.
No, not yet. The larva will eat the dead, or the paralyzed, not dead yet, grasshopper or katydid, and it will go through. Yes, well, actually, they're called katydids because people think that their sounds sound like katydid, 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 katydid. So, and they will go their whole life cycle underground, like we talked about before they come out. One of the most interesting things I learned about this wasp was their unique behavior, okay, around getting the grasshopper into the hole. So, when she gets back to her tunnel, she will lay whatever insect she caught face first towards the opening of the hole. And before she brings it into the tunnel, and she will do a quick inspection, and if everything is all right and the way she likes it, she will drag her prey down by its antennas. The Florida Wildlife Foundation shared a great piece of information about this, and I quote, "Studies examining this female wasp's behavior when burying prey in the tunnels shows the process to be extremely automatic. When scientists moved the prey a short distance away, the wasp would restart tunnel examination as soon as she found the prey again." So this is very methodical. Continue. Another study concluded that if the grasshopper prey was missing antenna, the wasp would not pull the grasshopper into the tunnel. Despite the likely effectiveness of using a leg or another appendage, the wasp seemed to be programmed to only pull by antenna. End quote. I think this is fascinating that the wasp is so methodical and just ingrained to do this.
Yeah.
Now, I did witness this in real life, and I can attest to it, and the fact that this is how it happened. It was quite interesting to see. Now, they may look intimidating to some people, but they truly are not a species of wasp to worry about. They rarely sting humans, as they would rather save their precious venom for an unlikely grasshopper. As with most things, though, if you leave her alone, she will leave you alone. And if you do happen to wander too close, she'll probably give you a flyby, Charlie. And the flyby just means like, yeah.
And butterflies.
Yeah. And her flyby just means like, okay, calm down.
And there's a lot of bee nests that were killed.
Where?
One on the pole. It was still bee.
Oh, the one, yeah, and we saw the
One at top.
well, the big one with the tap. That was a bald-faced hornet hive that somebody destroyed, sadly. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they destroyed the snow bean because there was no. And now there's not a bee in there.
On the road, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Single
Yeah, you know what? Because not everybody appreciates wildlife like us, Charlie.
Well, I mean, people we know, maybe.
So, unlike some other wasps, the great golden digger wasp will not defend her tunnels, Charlie. She does take a lot of time of work in preparing and filling them, but that is where her work stops. This is not an insect to fear, but one that you should appreciate. So she does a lot of work building up to taking care of her babies, but once she lays those eggs and closes off the tunnel, that's it. And here's the crazy thing, is she doesn't eat the grasshoppers. I mean, yeah, this is an insect that we should appreciate, Charlie, because she takes away things like grasshoppers that could be a nuisance for some, not everybody. But believe it or not, these wasps also pollinate. And this is something we cannot stress enough here at Arthropod Adventures. Wasps are pollinators too. Tell everybody.
Wasps are pollinators.
Two.
Sure.
That's right. So, Charlie, the next time you think you found a golden-haired wasp flying around, potentially with a grasshopper or katydid in tow, you could send us an email to arthropodadventures@gmail.com, or send us a message on Instagram at arthropod_adventures_podcast. Right? So observe it, send it to us. Always send us your arthropod pictures. And know that while this may be if you happen to see it with a grasshopper or katydid in tow, know that it might be sad for the grasshopper, but that it's serving a purpose in the circle of life. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have an arthropod you would love to hear about, want to tell us what you think about the show, or found a mistake, send us an email at arthropodadventurespodcast@gmail.com. You can always find us on our Instagram, arthropod_adventures_podcast. And we also have a small YouTube channel where we post videos of cool things that we find. And we always say thank you for listening.
And never stop learning.
Stay and listen.
And never stop learning and show your show notes.
Always check out the show notes. Thanks for listening.
You're welcome.